Hey, top of the top, what's going on? Good world, good people. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. When we get into the countdown into the live podcast, I'll be sitting right here jamming. You know what I'm saying? I'll be sitting right here jamming, having a good old time. Hey, what's going on, world, man? My name is Tay Jones. We are the For the Love of the Core podcast. And we are accompanied by the Potomac Chapter, right? To talk about a couple things. Now, if this is your first time you ever seen this podcast live and you're trying to figure out what are we about, what this is about, let me give you a brief summary. Essentially, we are AG professionals that we also happen to be AG professionals. And what we do is we just have real, genuine, live conversations and we bring it to the people. Looking at season 3, we're doing stuff that we never did in season 2 and season 1, right? We're actually talking to these ball chapters now, talking to the ball chapters and being invited to these events and talk to these folks. And listen, I would be remiss if I didn't say this. This is only growing because you all that tap into the podcast, you all that talk into the podcast, you all show us love and support. This is why people want to see what we got to say, man. So with that being said, let's introduce. Yes, thank you. You see, yeah. All right. So, anyways, we're doing a live podcast today with the Potomac Chapter, and we talk about the Potomac Chapter ball. But before we get started, we have some folks that we want to make sure we get that has to say so. Let's start with the For the Love of the Core team, and after the For the Love of the Core team come in and speak, hey, the Potomac Chapter, can y'all introduce yourselves as individuals so people can humanize who they talking to, right? Passing it off. My dog. Christine. Aisha.
And low key froze. I heard Mike Dog and then it froze. Shout out to the comms. Man, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to an amazing night. You know, y'all know who I am. Sean Wilder. First name Michael, 101. Mike Dog is you know. Echo. Y'all know who I am. Sean Wilder. First name. Y'all hear an echo? 101. Mike Dog is you know. Hold on. Y'all hear an echo? Mike Dog is you know. Hold on.
Mike, roll the punches. Let's go.
All right, we good. I'll be brief. Hey, thank y'all for tuning into the podcast. Passing off to Christine. All right, we good.
Good afternoon. I'm Chief Patrick, as most of you know. I'm super excited because we have some greats on the podcast today, and I'm just excited to hear about this great event that's going to take place, and I'm just happy to be here.
Nassar Boston, just touching down in the DMV. I'm super excited to hear what the Potomac Chapter has in store. I'm excited to join it. Chief Hilliard, thank you for the warm welcome when I reached out. One of the most responsive chapters. I had high expectations coming here from Fort Bragg and the Iron Mike. Y'all know they have a near and dear place to my heart, but I'm excited to jump in with Mike. He's touching down too, to join and contribute to the chapter. So, yeah.
All right, so now we're gonna start with the Potomac Chapter. Hold on real quick. I gotta say this. Potomac Chapter, I have to bid my farewell to you all officially. I'm sorry. I go hard in the paint for Potomac Chapter. I'm now part of the Gold Vault Chapter. But with that being said, we're gonna segue into the Potomac Chapter introductions. Let the people know who y'all is and what y'all doing, what y'all about.
Okay, I'm CW5 Charmaine Hilliard. I am the president of the Potomac Chapter. Happy to be here. Happy to be part of the class. Jones have asked me a couple times, to hop on. So I'm glad I'm able to do this and tell y'all what the chapter's about along with my team.
Okay, I guess I will go next. I am CW2 Daphne Williams, and I am the Potomac Chapter VP of Awards. And this year I will be leading the ball. So let's get excited about that. And I can't wait to tell you all about tell you guys about it, but I will pass it on to the vice president of the chapter. tell you guys about it, but I will pass it on to the vice president of the chapter.
Hello, everybody. It's CW5 Eureka Price, and I am the senior vice president of the Potomac Chapter. Hello, everybody. CW5 Eureka Price.
Okay. So before we get into, I know we got an agenda and whatnot, but I got a question. For the Potomac chapter, what is something that servants, for somebody who doesn't understand or knows what the AGCRA is, why would somebody want to serve on a committee or help out their local chapter? If you all could kind of give us a, for that junior who doesn't understand, what's the benefit about being a part of their local AGCRA?
Well, I'll give a stab at it. I'm pretty sure my counterparts have their own philosophy when it comes to the association, but just like with any other organization, it's about service, right? And every branch has their own form of their branch that has an association. Infantry, armor, field artillery. We're no different. We have our own award. We recognize achievement, and it's all about giving back. I consider myself a servant leader. So becoming a part of the association is just giving back to the community and to my branch. I love it. I think everybody should do it regardless of rank, because you want to give back and show people that, hey, as a branch, we can be one cohesive unit and, just hype us up. Hey, you know how them infantry dudes are, field artillery, combat arms or whatever. They love their branches. Why can't we? So I think that the association is very, very much part of that, bringing up our branch, being proud of who we are, and preaching in service.
Listen, y'all heard what Big Chief said. Oh, what's up, Chief Price? What you got for us?
I was just gonna say, why not? When will you have another opportunity to come and fellowship with people with all ranks throughout your branch? There's no better time to come out, network, get to know people. So why wouldn't you? At the end of the day, really, why wouldn't
you? And I want to jump in and say a little piece as well. For me, I think appreciating your people, right? So one thing I can say about the association is that we do just that. We appreciate our people. We appreciate the HR professionals, even the retirees and the civilians in the HR world that, allows us to be who we are and allow us to do our job. So appreciating them, awarding them for the achievements and accomplishments that they do is a great way to let people know we see you, we appreciate you. So why not join an association that does that? And that's why, regardless of rank, you should definitely be part of your local chapter.
What's up, Maisha? You got something for us?
No, I was just going to say, at least for Iron and Mike, and I'm sure because you guys have a tremendously large chapter as well, right? But we as AG professionals, we're always taking care of others. And the AGCRA is just an extension of servanthood and being able to pour back into our people, because you can't pour from an empty cup. And so I think if people understand it from that aperture, like obviously many hands makes light work. And the larger challenge is having committed teammates too, to come and jump in and support the chapter. And so I would just encourage everybody in any capacity, even if it's just joining one of the teams, to just help lighten the load. It's extremely vital. Like they said, it's a great opportunity to then pour into that next generation, whether it's a ball, whether it's a, AG Appreciation Day, you name it. You can get as creative as you want to meet the needs of your local area.
Yeah. And what I'll say is too, a lot of people are looking for, you're trying to find mentorship somewhere. You're trying to find community, because maybe you're not getting it in your organization, right? And maybe you're not getting in your battalion or your brigade. But I can assure you this: if you go and serve and volunteer or just show up to your local chapter, I'm like 98% sure you're going to find what you're looking for. I found the right mentor for me actually at the Potomac chapter event. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, when you serve your AGCRA, this is for the junior soldier. This is for the person who's not friendly, the person who's like, I'm not into politics. You don't got to be political. You don't necessarily got to be friendly. What I'm telling you is that wherever you are, wherever you're watching this, if you just show up to your AGCRA, let the AGCRA do the rest for you. With that being said, I want to give a shout out to the national chapter, to Dr. Clark and the entire team, because hey, they support this podcast, right? They putting us in rooms that really, if it wasn't for that, a lot of y'all probably wouldn't know who some of us is, right? And this is because we are elevating the voices that you are saying to us. You know what I mean? But hold on, real quick, before we get into this, Christine, what the AGCRA done done for you? Hold on, tell them what the AGCRA done done for you, Vidal.
Honestly, it just put me in communication with people that could help me. We typically serve in like S1s, and we have our shop that we stay dialed into, and we can ask questions. Like for me, I'm a warrant, I can bounce off my NCIC or my OIC. But when I went to the European chapter and I was in Germany serving in the HROB, I was lost. I'm not even gonna lie to you. But I served in the chapter, and it brought me closer to people that could help me, and I could also help them. And you build a bond that you don't necessarily get from. You build a bond with people in your shop, but you get to reach out and build a bond with people that are outside of your shop.
My dog, what up? What the AGCRA done did for you, Vidal?
Man, I think y'all hit it all, but I know for me, it's the relationship building. You get to see people as people, because all of us we all got this similarity. We all grinding. We all busy. We are in the trenches, no matter what you do as an AG professional. And sometimes you need those moments to where you just can kind of woosah a bit. And what you realize is, regardless of rank, we all going through it. We all have a story to tell. And sometimes it just takes you understanding how somebody got through the very same thing that you're going through. And it's like, oh, wow, like I got this CSM who I never would have met at least in this capacity otherwise. And it's like, oh, wow, like I'm a Sergeant E5 and I'm like, oh, wow, okay, I got this issue going on, but you also got this going on too, it makes your issues relatable in a sense. And I think, there's a saying that you can find commonalities in pain. And it's weird to say that, but I think in this grind that what we do and taking care of people, you got to understand that you got to work as a village. And AGCRA has been a village for me, for sure. We talk about a national ball a couple weeks ago, how that's like the largest Army family reunion there probably ever is. Just that vibe that it gives you. I promise you, the relationships that you'll build in this associations are a match. But you got to give it a chance, though. You really do. You got to find ways to get out there, get yourself out there. Whether it's like Maisha said, an AG Appreciation Day, a ball, a cleanup day, whatever that local chapter is doing, just get nested into them and just go out there at least one time and see what you think. Just give yourself a chance at it.
I kind of do want to piggyback off of what you were talking about, Mike, if you don't mind me calling you that, especially in the NCR area, like the way we're kind of structured, you got the Pentagon here, you got, these units here, the AGCRA, when we have our, get-togethers as the association, this is the time that we come together and meet in a common ground, right? Again, the NCR is so unique and so dynamic in how we're structured. This is the time that if you are a junior soldier and you need assistance or you need mentorship or you need a mentor, this is where you come and you find that. This is where you come and you fellowship, because you will, and I can probably guarantee that you probably will get the answers that you need when you go just outside of your organization and come together with others. So that way, your answer can be answered. You don't have to fight alone, because the trenches ain't for everybody. And I don't like to be in the trenches. But again, this is the opportunity that you can utilize in order to get help. You don't have to do it alone.
I'm going to throw a monkey wrench at y'all stuff because, that's just what I do. You asked us, what have we done for you? But I will tell you, when we ask the same question to junior soldiers or even seniors, every time y'all come to the event, y'all ask me for money. Why do I have to pay to become part of the association? We get that a lot. And you pay for your Netflix, you pay for your gym membership. Why wouldn't you pay for your association? You see what I'm saying? So sometimes it's disheartening, but because I love my core, I'm going to support. But those are the questions that we get after. So as a group or as a community or as a cohort, cohort, we should be really trying to figure out, it's not about the money. In order for us to do For the Love of the Corps, to host these balls, that costs money. So paying dues and buying shirts and gear and swag and stuff, that's the reason why we do it, is to raise money so we don't have to charge you an arm and leg for a ball ticket, so forth and so on. So this is my charge to the seniors online. It's like, when these junior kids be over here talking about, every time I come to an event, y'all want money, what's your response to that?
I think that's good, Chief. And one thing we did too was incentivize it too. So like with our juniors, if you have a stellar soldier, right, you know, soldier of the month, all those kinds of things, like at the Iron Mike chapter, we were gifting memberships for like 1 or 2 years for the juniors, you know, or like for seniors, let's be real, we make a lot more money than some of them do, you know, and they're trying to pay their car note and their insurance. Hey, you're coming out and you're volunteering and doing all these things, boom, your membership's covered, you know, and then that encourages them and they get to get a taste of what the AGCRA has to offer. And then most are wanting to renew and continuing to contribute, and then they can continue that kind of legacy. So sometimes like, hey, each one reach one, you know, maybe it's one leader, hey, I'm gonna sponsor one of my soldiers each quarter or whatever, until all of them, you know, because by the time we were done, by the time I left Bragg, our entire office was a part of the AGCRA, you know, so between my warrant and then my OIC, we were always sponsoring them to come in. And so that's just another thing I would challenge people, is like, hey, maybe you pay part of it, if not all of it, you know, just to get them in and get them in the door and to start networking. Because a lot of them, it's intimidating to be around a whole bunch of seniors too, you know. And so they don't understand the value until you explain it to them and then immerse them in it.
Absolutely, because I got a mortgage and a kid. God dang it, I'm tired of paying y'all's gift memberships. So I'm just playing. But we that's what we do, because we want to support, right? Well, we have to educate more about why it's important for them to do it. So thank you for the comment.
And this is what I'll say too, right? And then we'll move on to the next thing. And Mike Dog said it, but I want to put an emphasis on it. I'm just saying right now we got 2 CW5s on the call. Hey. When you with that AGCRA, them legends that you hearing about, you get to eat breakfast with them, right? And then more importantly, you get to have a real conversation, a very genuine conversation. And some of us, we missing that genuine conversation. You know what I mean? Right now, people talk about the KGs of the world, right? The Sergeant Major Gaskins. They talking about the Dr. Clarks. They talking about the Chief Pitneys. They talking about the Chief Hilliards. They talking about these legends that are known in the community. And some of you all just want an opportunity just to, like, I just want to meet this person. I'm telling you right now, man, sign up to the AGCRA. I'm talking with Chief Hilliard at the breakfast one time at the Potomac Chapter, and I realized I'm talking to the IPSA team. Huh? What? But what I'm saying is, that's what the AGCRA did for me. But the question at hand is what can you do for the AGCRA? Because with your insight and your input, all we need is you to push this thing even further. Man, this thing is real. There's people still repping AGCRA who are no longer serving. Anyways, don't get me going. All right, so anyways, hey, segue into the Potomac Chapter, because right now we are talking about the mighty Potomac Chapter. 29 August is a big thing. It's a big deal, y'all. The Potomac Chapter ball is happening in 29 August. And here's a question that I got for the team. What's the theme? And more importantly, like, what's the inspiration behind the theme? And more importantly, shout out to my guy, Master Sergeant Jesse, man. Big Tiger, man. I see you in the comments, bro. Shout out to you, big bro. You know what I'm saying? Anyways.
So I'll take that one, since, you know, this kind of like my baby. So the theme itself, what we like to do each year is to get our members involved. And so what we do is we come up as the committee and the ball league, we come up with a few, you know, different things that we would like to see. And so how we get the members involved is we poll. We say, okay, hey, these are the things that we're thinking about for this, you know, for the upcoming ball. What would you like to see at the ball? Or what would you like the theme to be? And this year we came up with, or the people spoke, and they said they would like Lights, Camera, AG, a night amongst stars and soldiers. And don't get me wrong, there were some other themes that were, you know, neck and neck. We had Bridgerton. It was close, but again, the people spoke. and they said this is the thing that that they would like, and we are definitely going with that. So once we do get the theme from the people, we go ahead and start the design, and the planning process takes place. So that's kind of how we come up with the theme for the ball each year. And might I add, the people got some good taste now. I mean, lights, camera, AG, that means you got to come with it. I'm just saying, the outfits, the suits, you got to come through. Like, there's no other way. Top tier, nothing less.
All facts.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I would say, think about this. When Lights, Camera, AG came about, we was like, okay, think of a Grammy award show, a Emmys award show, right? It's glam, it's glitz, you know what I'm saying? The red carpet. I just go to red carpet alone. So if you coming out half stepping on that red carpet and we got the cameras going, we all gonna see that. So you have to come correct. I need to see them lemon pepper steppers and all that on the dang on carpet. You know what I'm saying? I want them dresses to be like bam, 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 hitting all the curves. You know what I mean? So when we thought Lights, Camera, AG wanted the glitz and glam of like going to an Academy Award show or something like that. So just in the name alone, what you wearing, where you get your fit from. That's what I'm gonna be asking. Okay, clock it, I like it. Where you get that from? So that's where we really trying to go with the theme. It's like this is your night to show out.
Yes. We all superstars anyway. We just don't
not
get all
bring-
the recognition.
Don't bring the
come
kitten
show
heels.
up, show out.
Don't bring the kitten heels at all. Keep them at the house. Okay? Don't do it.
My dog, forgive me. I got a question, y'all. I'm sorry. What food we serving?
I mean, what you want? We got some
serving?
chicken.
I
We got some steak.
valid
We got
question.
salmon.
Yep.
Chicken, steak, salmon, and veggie.
Veggie. We got
Wait.
vegetarian.
Whoa, hold on. We heard what you said. Is it going to be seasoned? Is the question.
Oh, first of all, you didn't come to our ball last year. All our food is seasoned. I don't know about what you.
My thinks Bojangles is 10 out of 10. So
I always recommend. I'm just saying. All I know is
fan, so I don't think he knows.
we talked about a national ball. The national ball is a standard. However, when it comes to the food,
There's no Bojangles up here.
and that's the sad part, you know.
Hallelujah.
He learned that real quick.
In this area. Amen.
And don't bring your own
Go back south.
Don't have no hot sauce in my bag.
Yeah, don't bring your own seasoning.
I'm gonna have a tailgate special in the trunk.
Okay. So the food. All right. So with the food choices, right? I know I'm kind of going a little off script. So when people go to reserve, like last time when we bought ball tickets, right? Even before you come.
Stupid.
So last year at the
tickets,
Potomac,
you gotta give them some food. They paying for them tickets.
come on now.
If you started drinking, you eat before anyway. So you drink, you eat, you drink, you eat some more. There it is. That's how you go. I'm sorry.
So when people reserve or when people go buy their ticket, will they be able to select their food option, and then will that be delivered directly to? Because that's how. Hold on. I'm not taking no digs. I swear I ain't taking no digs. I swear I ain't taking no digs.
Taste. Okay, I see you.
It's just the mighty Potomac Chapter, baby. This is how we get that.
So listen, absolutely. So when you go and purchase your ticket, regardless of the tier that you decide to get, you will have the option to choose your meal option. And yes, the meal will be delivered to you. You don't have to get up in the buffet line. You don't have to stand behind nobody. You don't have to do any of those things. The servers will definitely serve you. You will be identified. Your meal choice will be identified along with your tent card. So no, you won't have to stand in a line for the buffet. We will definitely serve you your meal. Again, this is the Potomac chapter. We have to definitely become top tier. There is nothing less than that. So I hope that answers
okay. Question in the chat: Is selective seating available? Will people get to be able to choose their seats, or is it you all or the committee will choose where people sit?
So we are working on having assigned seating. Our my other committee member is working on that. So we're working on having the assigned seats. We'll have it all laid out for you. There won't be any confusion as to where you're going to sit, who you're going to sit with. We'll be working on that. So that way we make sure that the night is elegant and that there is no confusion. So who are you trying to sit next to is my question.
Next to the For the Love of the Court family.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to make sure.
Well, I was going to say we were just talking about networking, but you're wanting to sit with all the people you already know. How are you going to build new relationships if you're sitting with your homies?
That is true. That is true.
I'm glad you said that because, well, I don't know how the red carpet is going to go yet, but we hopefully we get an opportunity to not just speak with VIPs if that's still a thing, or hopefully we get opportunity to mingle with people at the red carpet and then before, during, and after the event.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Just like a regular award show, absolutely. Do your thing, walk around, meet, greet, do your thing, do your thizzle, show off your fit, do all the things because we want to be able to allow you have free reign because it is your brand, right? So advertise your brand on using our platform. It's a win-win for everybody. You know what I'm saying? And also with the select seating, you can sit with whoever you want to. There's just certain seats that will be dedicated to the VIPs and the Velvet Rope Experience people and the sponsors. Everybody else, take your tent card, go sit in whatever seat you want, and you're good to go. But yes, we did have for the Love of the Core, y'all have your own place where y'all can hang out away. Somewhere I know where y'all can get up and go. So Danielle and Daphne will probably tell y'all exactly where that's at. But for the most part, pick your tent card up, go put it at the table you want, mingle.
So I think the only thing we didn't cover as far as outfits, we get the inspiration now. So for military members, is it military dress or they have the option to wear civilian equivalent? Okay.
Options. I believe in options because I believe when you tell them they got to wear their uniform, nobody comes anyway. You know what I'm saying?
I'm wearing sparkles. I'm wearing sparkles.
So I would love. I know I do it for the national ball just because of what it is. But for our local chapter, we want to get as many people into the seats as possible. So dress to your best. If that's your dress mess, then wear that. If you want to be dressed to the nines, lock it up. You wear your red bottoms with your little dress. Gonna wear them too. Do what you got to do.
So one thing we are doing a little different this year is we're having guest chapters. So right now we currently have Anne Arundel, Citizen Soldier, John F. Gaithers, and Tidewater as our guest chapters. Again, that doesn't mean it's not open to all chapters or all chapter presidents and vice presidents, but those are the ones that are going to be featured for our event for the ball. So again, it's not closed off. All chapters are, welcome to come. Please come and join us and have a great evening. I did want to mention our guest speaker and be on the lookout for the flyer because it is going to come out. Can anybody guess who the guest speaker is going to be this year? Any ideas y'all want to throw out there? I'm listening.
Well, LeBron ain't too far.
Remember, this is the Potomac chapter.
Oh, yeah. Are they a military member or are they civilian?
So they were military. They are currently civilian now.
Jerry Dilliard. I know. Jerry Dilliard.
So it is not Jerry. That might be an option for next year. We'll think about it, but it is not Jerry. But I will do a little drum roll if you can hear it. So the guest speaker this year for the 2026 AG Potomac Chapter Ball is General Retired Gary M. Brito. So yes, he is going to be our guest speaker for the ball. So please invite your counterparts, your retirees, your civilians. He definitely has done great things for the AGCRA. So we wanted to make sure that you all knew that he was coming to, impart some words of wisdom to us and just give us, the what's the word I'm looking for? What we need in the AGCRA. So again, he's going to be there. Invite all your counterparts, invite your chapters, invite your chapter presidents, your vice presidents, the junior soldiers, so that way we can get this wisdom.
And remember, he was your Army G1 previous. You know what I'm saying? So go out and show that support, because you want to know, when we think of lights, camera, famous, glitz and glam, he is the epitome of that. So, and he was our G1. Who better to represent this theme than him?
So obviously we have a great guest speaker, and I know plenty of people that are on live right now, and obviously us in the chat here. We've been to multiple balls and different AGCRA events, but what makes this ball unique, and what's the word I'm looking for? Just give us reasons why we should come.
So one thing that we did do again is to build on from the last year, right? So last year we took the comments that were provided, we took the feedback that were provided, and of course the Potomac chapter does it the best. So we definitely improved on those. So this year the VIP experience is definitely our highlight. Not to say that everybody else is everybody else, but the VIP experience was the one that we kind of really wanted to focus on, because last year the experience was inexperienced, but it could have been better, right? We're just going to be transparent. So this year the VIP experience is definitely going to be the thing. And again, it's already sold out. So that alone tells you that the experience is going to be well. From the VIP gift bags, I could tell you what it is, but we definitely have to be quiet on the creek when it comes to that. So I can't tell you. But the VIP bags are definitely going to be a highlight. And again, just having that feel of being on the red carpet, the paparazzi, the interviews, For the Love of the Court, just engaging the VIP experience is definitely where we wanted to kind of focus on. And again, everybody else will have a red carpet experience, but the VIP is one thing we wanted to focus on. And again, we're already sold out. So if you did not get a VIP ticket, there is definitely next year. And you definitely got to be quicker than that. So yeah, that is what we look forward to for the velvet rope access, which is again the VIP for the ball.
I have a question for you then, Chief.
Mm-hmm.
And this is just a random. So the VIP experience at the ball, and maybe this is way far left field. Is there a way that somebody can kind of, let's say if they want to be a part of the Potomac chapter, is there a way they can pay for a VIP experience for the AGCRA just in general? So that way when you all have your ball, they don't got to pay for the VIP experience at the ball.
So
did I ask that question right?
So that is definitely something we can think about. But the only thing with that is, again, prices change, right? So today's prices may not be tomorrow's prices, just based on all things, right? Like everything we got to take into consideration. So if a person decides, hey, I want this VIP experience for the chapter ball for next year, what we can think about is, okay, we can have a wait list. Like, hey, as soon as all the planning gets together and the tickets are out, we can message those, who want to be on the VIP. But then again, VIP, we might say for next year, like, hey, VIP is for, members who are part of the Potomac chapter. So it definitely changes. So I don't want to lock in and say, yes, this is how we're going to do it. Definitely something we can think about and have for next year. But as of right now, VIP is sold out. Now, if somebody's selling their ticket, that's something different. And I think we have two VIP tickets that are available for sale. And we can provide the information for the member who's selling them.
Danielle, put that in the chat.
They're sold.
Because I was saying, put the name in the chat. So, because she's put the name, she gave us the name. So put the name in the chat, Danielle, for the whole world to see. And first come, first serve.
Come, first serve. We're not holding.
All right. Have them contact Danielle.
And so a question is there any type of volunteer opportunities available at the ball? Do you all have any available slots for somebody who wants to maybe support whatever you all need? Is there an opportunity available for that?
So we are always looking for volunteers. Again, like Maisha said, many hands make light work, right? So we're always accepting volunteers. And if you want to volunteer, you can reach out to CW5 Danielle Thompson, and she can go ahead and place the email address for her email in the chat, and that way you can contact her and she'll be able to provide you with more information for the ball if you would like to volunteer.
I'm gonna tell you now, set up.
Absolutely.
Break down.
I was just be the main two, because it is that type of event for us. If we can get individuals to help set up and tear down, that would be wonderful. Tear down. Last time I think we was in sandals and whatever, trying to get that thing broke down. So let's if we can get y'all to do that, like she said, Miss Thompson will put her information in the chat. Tear up, tear down. I need that thing right there. Help me out.
Can you put the info as well, like and we can like share it on our page, but when you guys are doing the setup and what hours and all of that? So
absolutely, we can definitely get that to you.
Show up. Okay.
Yep, please.
So once again, if you are tuning in to this live conversation, we are with the Potomac Chapter team discussing the mighty Potomac Chapters AGCRA ball happening on 29 August. So I got a question for the Potomac Chapter team, because we haven't asked this. We have not inquired this question or asked this question yet. 2-part question. Where is the event being hosted, and then how many people can it seat, if this is something that you all can tell us or anything like that? Like, what can you all tell us about the venue?
Absolutely. So this year, the ball will take place on August the 29th, 2026, and it's going to be taking place at the Crystal Gateway Marriott, which is in Arlington, Virginia. Definitely a beautiful venue. What I do want to highlight about the venue, it has a sky view. So with that being said, with the theme and your outfits and, red carpet, you'll be able to have that opportunity to go to the sky view, take your pictures, hang out with your friends, just show off and feel elegant for that night. So again, it is August the 29th, 2026. We're starting at 1700 at the Crystal Gateway Marriott in Arlington.
And for those people that's in the area, you can metro there. You know what I'm saying? So we don't need drunk drive, none of that good stuff, because it's cheap to get. And I stay down the road off of Army Navy. I'm still getting a room because I know me. So I'm gonna get a room, but the metro runs right underneath. So transportation should be real easy to get back and forth to wherever you're going, especially if you're in a commuter lot, so forth and so on. Because I know a lot of people do that, depending on they stay out past Woodbridge and Dumfries and stuff like that. So just be mindful of that. There is a train that runs underneath the gateway.
And there's gonna be plenty of opportunities to take pictures. We're gonna have plenty of drops. We got the photo booth. We're gonna have the photographers. It's gonna be plenty of opportunity. Dress to impress.
Absolutely.
That's all I got for you. Dress to impress.
I think you asked how many we seating. The venue is for 400.
Yep, 400.
So come on, bring yourself, bring your date, bring your guests, I'm gonna say bring your kids, but
you got a babysitter upstairs somewhere.
You know what I'm saying? We might find a babysitter upstairs, you know what I'm
saying? Right. And another thing too, we also have rooms that are blocked off at Crystal Gateway Marriott. So if you need that information, it is part of the ticket. When you purchase your ticket, it's also in there. And if for some reason you can't find it or see it, we definitely can provide that information for you. But we do have hotel rooms that are blocked off just for the ball.
So, Mike Dog, question for you. For somebody that's listening right now and they caught the tail end of this conversation and we're talking about this AGCRA ball, or this Potomac Chapter ball, the Potomac Chapter ball. With all the AGCRA balls and national balls that you've attended, describe the experience on what it's like to. I was at the Potomac Chapter ball, but can you elaborate on the experience of what the ball brings out of an individual once they're in that scene and they're around that environment? Like, Can you elaborate on that for us real quick for those who maybe still don't want to go or who don't know anything about it?
Man, I say this, I don't know if y'all been to a family reunion before. I can tell you about mine. I'm from Eastern North Carolina. I'm from the 252. You're hitting my accent, okay? When I tell you, when my family get together, we still do it year to year. We get together. I'm talking about we on the grill, somebody playing spades, the whole nine. You know what I mean? Kids run around. We got the bouncy houses and all that, right? Imagine like taking that environment and putting it into Army capacity. Imagine that for a second. Go from the family reunion vibe that what you may have grown up, used to, or even are used to now, and equivalent, make that equivalent to what you can do in the Army. That's the vibe. I promise you, the first ball I went to, the national AGCRA ball, when I tell you, I seen folks that, my first duty station down at JBLM when I first joined in 2010 that I ain't seen since I left in 2012, saw them for the first time in 2023. You're talking 11-year gap. It's something special that comes with that. It's a certain buzz that honestly, you just have to be in the room. You can hype it up on social media. You can drop all the reels and TikToks on it, but it's one of those experiences you just have to be in the room to experience. And honestly, we talk money. Man, look, hey, matter of fact, I'm going to just go ahead and put out an offer right now. Somebody want to go to this? I'm going to pull up these prices real quick. If you want to go, what my E5 and below's at? I'm going to go ahead and sponsor your ticket tonight.
I'll do the same.
Because I don't want money to be no excuse. E5 and below, here within the Potomac region, if you want to go, hey, Uncle Mike got you. Hey, I want you to go experience that because I don't want no money to be no excuse. Now, he sits above you on your own. I ain't going to help you on that one. I ain't going to sit here and hold you on that one. But my E5 and below, my juniors, I got you. I'm going to put someone on scholarship tonight. First person that come up in my DM, shoot me a DM, I got you. Throwing it out there.
Boom. Okay, so Maisha, what can you tell us your ball experience, right? And what you got out of it, though?
Been on it from both ends. Attending obviously the national balls, but also having to plan the balls for the Iron Mike chapter as the plans and ops. And so shout out to everyone in Potomac that is handling this. I know Chief Williams, you say you're taking the lead. I know. So just know my hats are off to you and I'm here to help however I can because I know. But is an incredible amount of work that goes into planning an event like this and seeing it from start to completion. And you're planning months in advance, and then it's all done within a couple of hour period, right? And then, like you said, then you guys are busy tearing down. For me, from the side of planning, it's awesome to see all of the hard work come together. From the attendee side, it's really nice to be able to come together for a night and just be you, right? Like, of course, it's great to network, reconnect with people that maybe you've served with, but just a day to just have fun and me just be Maisha versus Massar in Boston, and get to kind of quote unquote let your hair down, like they said, hey, come best dressed, whatever, but you kind of get to express yourself outside of what you're wearing, Monday through Friday. And so I think those are things that I like the most, is that you get to kind of see people being authentic. Maybe they're just a little less uptight, whatever, and so the ball we just had was so much fun. I left before people got a little too happy, but I'm excited for the Potomac Ball. Sounds like it's going to be an incredible event, and I've already been looking at it. Me and Christine have already been plotting what we're going to wear, when we show up. So we're very excited. We will not be in an Army uniform.
Neither will we. We will not. So there it is. But I encourage anybody to come. You know what I'm saying? I'll take any chapter, bring it on, so you can see what it's like.
And I have to say this again. All I'm saying is we got Chief Hilliard I'm not gassing. I'm not gassing when I say this. Y'all know how many people trying to get the Chief Hilliard? We got Chief Hilliard on the live. Hey, listen, and if you can't get her on teams because she run around busy handling her dark side things, show up to the ball. If you looking for somebody in the Potomac Chapter region, the NCR, and you can't get a hold of them, if you're trying to find them, show up to the ball. Last year at the Potomac Chapter, I was sitting beside a lady, and God forgive me, I don't remember her name. All I know is everybody kept walking up to her and giving her a hug, and I'm sitting beside her the entire, and we having a good old time. Come to find out, she was the aide for Sergeant Major Army. And then there was somebody else sitting beside me.
You talking about Dr. Tam?
That might don't give me line. Don't put me on. Don't put me out there like that. I can't remember her name. I can't remember her name. She was black.
Tall. Husband light skin.
Husband light skin. Absolutely.
Dr. Tam.
Dr. Tam. I'm sitting beside her, and everybody. And why am I saying this? Because the ball will sometimes put you at a table where, truth be told, you probably ain't qualified to be at. Because I wasn't qualified to. Don't misunderstand me. But it put you at a table around some people that you probably not qualified at the time in your time in service, in your experience, or the capacity where you work that you're sitting beside. And listen, if you don't know yet about this organization, your net work is your net worth. I'm going to say it one more time because just in case you missed it. Your net worth is your net worth. I'm saying we're trying to get the Chief Hilliard. Hey, we're trying to get the cheap price. You trying to get mentored for cheap price?
Did you patent that?
To the ball.
Did you patent that? Because they might take you. I'm just saying. What you just said, you need to patent it.
And just on that, you saying you said somebody that was kept hugging her or whatever. Last year, the former Secretary of the Army was there. So if he was there and everybody was in her face, I was trying to save her a couple times, you know what I mean? But think about it. That's the type of stuff that we're able to do, is to invite people like that. Because I know, just because, you know, we work with her, that she likes that stuff and she liked talking to soldiers. So that was the highlight of her, you know, night or whatever, is to talk to you guys. So again, that's an opportunity for you to hear something from another side that you would probably never, ever hear from. You know what I mean? This year she's be in Colorado, but you know, I invited her.
And I'm be quiet. I'm gonna let y'all go. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Christine.
I was just gonna say, can I add to that too? Being in these spaces, you get so many gems dropped on you that you don't even know that you need it at that moment, and you might not need it right then. But then a few months, you run into an issue, and you remember what someone told you. Being in those spaces, it's like, oh, I remember why they said this. Now it makes sense. Now I understand certain things, and it's just, you be in those spaces, is you just hear so many things, and you get so much mentorship and guidance and advice that you could use for a lifetime, honestly.
I have to say those are two great points that you and Tate were just saying, because at the end of the day, we're out there. If you come up to us, we're going to talk, we're going to laugh, talk. And it's been so many times that I'm having conversations, and then later on I may get a Teams message, or I may get something. They'd be like, hey, Chief, da-da-da. And that's cool, because we welcome that. You understand what I'm saying? Because if you'd have seen us any other time, or maybe first time in uniform, you probably wouldn't come up to us. But the fact that you were there, relaxed environment, they're able to come follow back up. So those are two great points, because at the end of the day, it's all about networking. It's about networking, getting to know people that you normally wouldn't be around, get to talk to them.
And I do want to mention the NCR is a unique and dynamic place. It is definitely not like the traditional, installations that we usually go to. The NCR is unique and is dynamic. So take that how you may, but use it to the advantage of, again, networking. And people, I'm just going to speak for myself. Like, I've met some people here, and this is my second time around in the NCR, but meeting people here is amazing. And and I'm thinking, far down the line, like when I do decide to retire, I'm gonna go back into my little Rolodex and be like, Sergeant Major, Chief Hilliard, do you have a job? Or somebody. So that way, we can build that network. Again, the NCR is dynamic and it's unique. So I definitely would use that to my advantage. And using the AGCRA.
And you get to run into my dog, man. My dog, man. You get to run into my dog, man.
I ain't
You know,
for it.
I'm not being facetious when I say this, but I'm just saying, like, real talk. If you are not doing anything or talking to anybody in the AGCRA, man, like, you are genuinely missing out on a great opportunity to change your life professionally and personally. I'm gonna say it again. If you are not participating in your AGCRA, and we're talking to Potomac Chapter, so if you're in the NCR area and you are not plugged in with the Potomac Chapter, you are greatly missing out on some great opportunities with some individuals who advise individuals that are making decisions that are changing policies. I'm gonna say that again. If you are not plugged into the Potomac Chapter AGCRA, you are missing out on the opportunity to connect to the individuals that advise the individuals who are changing policies. Need I say more? I went to Chief Hilliard's office. You know where her office is next to? I ain't gonna say nothing. But yeah, when you walk out her office, she is literally across the way from.
Do we want to share where we work? Is that something we cannot do?
I mean, well, if you don't know, I'm the AXO to the Chief of Staff of the Army. So yes, I sit right outside his door.
Let that marinate. Let that marinate.
Rika, Daphne.
So I'm with the IPSA department where we definitely make changes for the entire Army. As of right now, one of the things we're working on is the Soldier Experience Initiative, which includes in and out processing. So my team is leading that with, the changes that are coming. So, and if you need any assistance, please reach out to me and let me know.
I'm a policy integrator for the Army G1. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Hey, Jones, can I add something real quick?
He's like, come on.
I'm gonna bring this thing full circle, right? Because I never
Policy
knew
integrator.
where these three worked at prior to them mentioning that, and something that came to my mind when I went to the ball back in 23, the national ball. I think it matters to see people that look like you, walk like you, talk like you, have success. And when you're in a room and you see people that look like you, walk like you, talk like you, are performing at a high level, it does something inside of you. Like, it brings a different level of motivation. Like, you know what? I see somebody that's doing it that look just like me. Let me tap into that. Let me see what you did to get to where you're going. You know what I mean? I think that matters. That matters a ton. So, man, you ladies, man, y'all keep crushing it. Oh my goodness, man. That just did something to me.
And I'm sorry if I'm saying a lot in this conversation, but I'm telling you, team, if you are watching this podcast and you're going back, you listen to it, this is what the AGCRA can do for you. You'll be meeting people that you connect with on a humanistic side, and then you find out where they work, or you find out who they are, and you find out how many people are trying to get in contact with them, and you are sitting right next to them having a genuine conversation because I decided to show up to the Potomac Chapter event in the mall where they did a speed dating. It wasn't speed dating, but it was speed mentorship. You had all these different senior leaders that signed up to be a mentor, and then you got to literally sit down. I'm talking about all different echelons within the Pentagon, out the Pentagon, and you got to sit down and have a one-on-one conversation with some of these folks that ultimately end up giving you the personal cell phone numbers. This is how I found my mentor, man. I found my mentor at the AGCRA event. I keep saying the same thing over and over again because I feel like our podcast is for the love of the core. You know what I'm saying? And when you are looking at right now, you're looking at individuals, man. I'm walking through the building where I work at right now, screaming AG all the way to every branch.
But see, that's the thing though, bro. Like I've been in the NCR region. I've been here in processing this last week, coming from Fort Bragg. And I can recall times when I used to be on a platform teaching SLC down in Jackson, and we getting students that come in from the NCR region. They always said they felt so disconnected. You know, they're away from the flagpole. And I can understand, like, now being it just literally 2 days into the fight, I can understand why they have that mentality because they don't put themselves out there. It's very easy to kind of go to work, grind, go home. I can already see that 2 days in. I'm encouraging you, if you are here in the NCR region, to get out of your comfort zone. Somebody said that earlier in the chat. Get out your comfort zone. Get out here, meet your teammates, meet your family. Get out there. Because there is no excuse why once you PCS from this area, you say, oh, well, I don't know this, or I don't, that was a choice. You chose to be, I'm gonna call a spade. Hey, Jones, I'm gonna do you. Hey, you made a decision that you wanted to stay relevant. Let's call a spade a spade. Get in a fight, get with your teammates, get locked in. That's all I got.
And that, don't think we absolutely know that. Every time we do a roster, we see how it's usually just senior leaders that attend our events. That's troubling to us because even with the ball tickets now, I think it was like what, Daphne, 1 or 2 people that's junior. Everybody else is above, seniors and above, juniors and above. So not saying I don't want juniors and above and seniors to be there, but I want them to come out and have a good time. But communication, I think, is probably one of the things that we talk about as an association, that we got to do better at communicating. But we all know we're a nonprofit, so using government email addresses is for me, it's always been a hindrance. But it's the policy, it's the law, whatever. But who's sitting at their computer all day? They sit at their government email, not their military. And sometimes you ain't checking your civilian email, right? So for us, we're trying to find ways to communicate outside social media and whatever to get people invested that sit in front of their computers all day. You know what I mean? So word of mouth, sometimes that don't even work either. So I think as an association, with one of our things that we have to get better at is communicating what tasks and stuff we have. We can have all these different chats, but if ain't nobody's looking at it, it's just like it's mute to junior soldiers and stuff. And some of them don't even have looking at a computer because depending on where they work.
And I just got to add, it's disheartening when it's all seniors that are getting awards and there aren't any soldiers getting awards. And half of them don't even know what our awards are. That is very disheartening. So if you are around a population that has juniors, let us know. Give us some ideas. We travel. We will travel. If you didn't know that, we will come with it. Where's the population? Because we have to target the juniors because they are the future, right? But yes, we gotta do better.
I'm looking for my replacement. I'm tired.
I swear to God,
Before we segue into the last part, is there anything that anything else we need to cover from the Potomac chapter? Anything that we missed before we get into our last part of this live conversation?
just come out. We welcome you. We welcome you to come out. We want you to come out and pick our brains and give us ideas. The chapter, everything is for everyone else. So you have to give us ideas. How can we bring you all in? Spread the word. Like, give us ideas. We are here for you all.
I would say, I think Daphne was for the cover, but just participate. right? Who better to represent your core but you? You know what I mean? It can't just be us because we old and we gonna age out here in a minute. You know what I'm saying? Still gonna support the core, but you guys are our future. I love investing into you guys because the more I pour into you, the more I can take a step back and watch y'all work and watch how you communicate and watch how you mentor, right? And that's my award. I don't need something on paper. I see it through y'all. We pour into you guys. So coming to this association or any event in any chapter, like even with the reunion and all that other stuff, go, because I ain't gonna lie, I got fussed at. So go to these events and network. And what Joan said, that was perfect. Your network, baby, everywhere you go, you should have a different network. Matter of fact, start naming it. Say, oh, a brag is this, or whatever you want to name it. Just build your network, and then by becoming a part of a association, I'm gonna speak for Potomac because I'm the big one right there. Join, see what we can do for you. Give us ideas. Become a council member so you can portray those ideas to us so we can advocate for you because all the ARs from the last year ball we applied to this one to try to make it better. So please participate. That's all I can really ask for anybody. I mean, I need your money too, but let's participate.
All right, so now we're segueing into the last part of the podcast. And it's called Drop Your Tool in the Kit. And pretty much it's just some games, some advice for anybody that's listening. I want to highlight again, man. We got two CW5s, we got CW2 Chief Williams, right? We also got CW2 Christine Patrick. We got the Mass Sergeant Maisa Boston. We got the Sergeant First Class, soon to be Mass Sergeant Michael Wilder. Then you know what I'm saying? You got little old me, right? My tool in the kit for you is this. Don't complain about things that you are not willing to change all because you don't want to show up. You want something to change? Just show up. You don't want to feel isolated away from the flagpole in the NCR region? I dare you to show up to the ball. We're gonna be there. And we're gonna have a ball whether you there or not. So you might as well go ahead and join the party anyway so we can all talk about and celebrate together. That's my tool in the kit for y'all. Passing it off.
I'll just say something really quick. At the end of the day, you don't know what you don't know, right? And what better time to learn some things is just having conversation with people that you see, that you meet, and you picking up on things. There's no better way to learn. You just picking up stuff because you don't know what questions to ask some people because again, you don't know what you don't know. But why not in general conversation, you pick up these little nuggets that help build you up, So when you do have those experiences like Christina spoke about, you're like, I remember hearing something about that. Or I remember this person over this arm up here said that they worked here. Or that's what it's all about. Get out there, network, put yourself in the place. That's all you got to do is get in the place.
I'm about to put my instructor hat back on because I said to a whole bunch of students, closed mouths don't get fed. They don't. So if you don't ask the right questions or just ask questions in general, it'll pass you by because I'm not a mind reader and I don't know. So you need to be able to communicate with me. So closed mouths do not get fed. Invest in your association, invest in your own knowledge base. Picky probably laughing at me because that's all I used to say, especially during test time. Closed mouths don't get fed. So think about that when you're going through, when you're talking to anybody, whether it's at the ball, whether it's in your organizations, and you're in a meeting and if something's not clear, speak up. Because if you don't, then you're asking a question that somebody else probably wanted to ask and just didn't know how to ask or scared to ask. So, hey, that's in my toolkit. That's been in my toolkit for a minute. Closed mouths don't get fed.
I guess I'll go. So I'm big on goal setting and doing what you can to reach your goals, right? And so why not put yourself in a place where you're surrounded by like-minded people or people who can elevate you, motivate you, bring you out of your rut, give you a different mindset to help you reach whatever goal it may be, professional, personal, family oriented, it doesn't matter. This is a space where you can go and be surrounded by like-minded people that will elevate you and pull you out of your rut if you're in one. And that's my tool in the toolkit.
I would say be the change that you want to see, because as Tay mentioned, we can sometimes like to complain about what's not going right, we're not doing this way, but you're not offering anything in order for the change. So be the change that you want to see. If you want to see something change, be part of that decision making, so that way when it does change, one, you can say, you know what, I was a part of that, and two, you can see the change actually come to fruition and not just wishing about it. So that's my tool for the kid.
I would like to ask before we get off that you allow Daphne the opportunity to share our upcoming events, please.
Miss Maisha Boston.
I don't know what tool I would add today. I'd probably say, like, seniors, it's okay to not be okay and ask for help, and then looking out for one another. A lot of times we're so focused on our juniors that our cup is beyond empty. And so don't get to a point where you've burnt yourself out. So if you need to take a knee or you need to ask for help, do so. And then just for us as leaders, being good stewards and checking on one another, not what we can do all the time for one another, but how someone is doing, and let them know that you care.
Big facts. Before I drop my drop two in the kid, close us out, I'm going to segue back to Chief Williams and let her talk about the upcoming events in the Potomac Chapter. Before we close this thing on out, so without further ado, Chief Williams, is all yours.
Whoop, 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 whoop. So I do want to talk about, and I'm very excited about this piece of the ball. So this year we are definitely doing the silent auction, and we are definitely partnering with Lux Give, which is a travel agency. And so basically this is a Greek island dreaming trip. So what it consists of is you'll get a 5-night, 2-guest opportunity to choose whatever Greek island that you want to go to. And the travel, you can travel up to 24 months. So that gives you 2 years to figure out what Greek island you want to go to, who you want to take, whether it's your mom, dad, sister, brother, husband, spouse, whoever, and allow you to experience a Greek island. But one thing we do want to mention is that the airfare is up to you. Like we can't pay for that. We're sorry. That's not part of the package. But we are definitely giving you the experience to go to a Greek island. And the bidding for the actual silent auction will start at $2,000. Again, this is a luxury trip for 5 nights, 2 guests, getting 24 months to choose what Greek island that you would like to go to. So again, come with your hearts and minds clear, ready to bid on this amazing opportunity to travel. And one thing we also want to mention is that the minimum bid increase is by $100. Again, this is the Potomac chapter. We don't come with nothing less expected. We definitely want you all to have a great opportunity to win. So whoever wins at the end of the night, the trip is yours. So come ready to play and bid. So we are sorry. Afterpay is not an option. Klarna is not an option. What else? All those other platforms that allow you to pay after the fact is not an option. We need the money up front. We're sorry. That's just how it goes. But again, this is definitely a great opportunity that we are partnering with Lux Give travel agency to give you all this experience. I'm really excited about it, and you all should be too. So the next event that we do have that's coming up is our fund drive. So this is basically a community collection drive. So from the 1st of August to the 8th of, from the 1st of July to the 8th of August, we're collecting clothes, small household goods, household textiles, books, and media. And this is basically giving you the opportunity in order to clean out your houses, your homes, your garages, whatever you need to get out of there. This is definitely a good opportunity to do so. So go through those closets, those outfits that don't fit anymore, those shoes that don't fit, go ahead, box them up, put them in a bag, and drop them off to us. So we do have some drop-off events that we're having, which is our Zumba on the 1st of August that we're going to do from 10 to 11. You'll have an opportunity to drop off there as well. You'll also have another opportunity to drop off at our next event, which is the Coffee Social. That is actually this Thursday, the 30th of July from 07 to 08. One of the things that the NCR members of the chapter says is like, hey, sometimes, DC could be a little too far for them. So what we're doing is we're kind of like NCR hopping. So this time the Coffee Social is taking place in Woodbridge, Virginia, giving, those who live around that way, those who live in that area, an opportunity to join us for the Coffee Social. And again, these take place, I believe it's the fourth Thursday of every month. And this gives us an opportunity to meet, new members, answer any questions that you may have, talk about the Potomac chapter in our upcoming events. And again, it's just a way for us to just relax, have some coffee, and enjoy the fellowship that when we come together. And of course, the Potomac way, we are definitely going to take a picture at the end. So that way we can showcase our members. So again, please join us in these different activities. Come ready to bid on this great experience for the silent auction during the ball. And we just can't wait to see you all in our next upcoming event.
Man, so it's right solid. So, hey, we got some
any back. I'm sorry.
Oh, go ahead, Chief Price.
Rika, what did you feel to say?
No, I was going to answer his question in regards to, no, we don't have any kid events, but if you want to have them come out and do Zumba with us, or any events like that, they're more than welcome to anything that we have, because none of it, we don't have alcohol at any of our events.
Okay, that's solid then. So it's a lot of events going on in the NCR region. So hey, everybody, get outside. It's summertime. Get outside. Go mingle. Go to an event. Go pull up. And make sure your money on is right for that bid. There is no afterpay. There is no pay by phone. There's no pay by Metro. You got to have your money on ready to go. And if your card hit decline, next, that's how it's gonna go. So my drop you two in the kick, in all seriousness, I've been in a state of reflection over the last few weeks, and I don't know who this message is for. I'm gonna let you know where my faith stands at. I'm gonna believe in the Lord Jesus Christ, and I'm gonna tell you this, and I don't want to push my faith on nobody. I'm just letting you know who I believe in. Okay, listen, what God got for you, God got for you. What God got for you, God got for you. You got to stop forcing things, okay? You got to trust the process. I get it. You trying to set up X, Y, and Z. You got to understand who the point guard is. You're not the point guard. You're not the point guard of your life. Get out the way. Get out the way. There's a bumper sticker that said, Jesus take the wheel. Nah, last time I checked, hey, he run the car. He run the steering wheel. You lead me where to go. You lead me where to go. And I'm going to follow. I think at times where we try to enforce ourselves to certain things, you wonder why you don't fit. Because you're not the puzzle piece. That's not for you. And you got to accept that and understand that. What God got for you, God got for you. You ain't got to question it. I get it. There's times where your patience runs thin. And there's times where you just like, I don't understand what's going on, and that's okay. But understand this, it's all gonna come together, piece by piece. Just gotta trust the process, baby. That's all I got for Drop You Two in the Kit. Let that sizzle in your spirit. Hey, Jones, lead us out, baby.
Hey, listen. Thank y'all for tuning in, tapping in. What you can expect is for the love of the court, be at the red carpet event. You're gonna see us there. If you see us pull up, pop up, you might get interviewed. And don't get camera shy, because if you're camera shy, we're gonna find you. Hey, and lastly, on a serious note, hey, rest in peace to the fallen. Hey, AG professionals, it's extremely important We're extremely important in what we do. That's the only thing I'm gonna say, man. Shout out to y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. We out. See y'all the next live podcast, baby.